seconds into this game. Have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of Colorado. Throw any oranges. There are oranges on the field. Don't throw oranges. 2 tight ends, full house backfield. Brown starts at tailback. Quarterback hands it off to Derrick up the middle. Got a couple from the 10 or from the 14 around the 13-yard line. Tommy Frazier starts his second game as a true freshman. 8.5 yards to go at the 14-yard line of Colorado. Split backs. Brown and Jones. Wing right side is Abdul Muhammad. Corey Dixon, the split end left. Frazier, hands under center, has the snap, rolls to the right. There's pressure. He throws it, and it's incomplete at the 6-yard line. And now the Cornhuskers are looking at third. Luck on the top part of Tommy Frazier. They barely got the snap off. 8 minutes, Nebraska at the 14 of Colorado. 3rd and long. And again, split backs. Vincent Hawkins wide to the right. And Trumaine Bell wide to the left. Nebraska with a shift into its spread before the snap. 5 seconds on the 25-second clock. Frazier drops back, rolls left, run pass option, throws on a run, incomplete. There's a flag. There's a flag at the 12-yard line. We'll see what that's all about down there, and we'll find out. Our referee on that play, and it looks like Tommy Frazier still is a little Bill's hit. He and everybody else in this park. 3rd and a long 3 at the 9-yard line of Colorado. In a full house set, double tight ends. Tommy looking at 5 down linemen on the part of CU. Option play left. He's on the keep. He turns the corner. He's got the first down. He's out of bounds inside the 5. And I think he was hit out of bounds. 50 seconds to go. First quarter of play. Nebraska. Armstrong, tight end right, full house backfield. Lewis and Jones and Vincent Hawkins. Snap to Frazier. Give to the quarterback. Gives to the tailback. Touchdown. Calvin Jones. Touchdown.
Offers you 100% free checking with no monthly service charges and no per check charges. You don't even need a minimum balance, and you even get one.
There we go. Huskers 1st and 10. They're 33. In the eye. Flanker right is Hawkins. Split end to the left side is Trumaine Bell. And the give on a counter and up the middle for a yard. And that's it is Nebraska's I-back Derek Brown. A keeper thought would rival the best Colorado has ever had. And they have improved greatly. And it's 2nd and 9.5 from the Cornhusker 34-yard line. 4 minutes gone, first quarter. 7-0 Nebraska. NU in the eye. Tight end to the right and the flanker is Dixon. And an option play. Frazier on the keep. Turns it upfield beyond the 35 to the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about... It's going to be 3rd down and about 6. Big 3rd down at linebacker. 3rd and 6 Nebraska. At the 38-yard line. Snap to Tommy. Rolls right. Wants to throw. He does. And it is going to be incomplete. Incomplete. It was trapped by Trumaine Bell at the 40.
And now a 19-yarder. That can amount to a lot of offense in a football game. The return game, kicking game, so important. Jack, we have, I think,
assignment. Back with you guys. I'll have more for you later.
1st and 10, Nebraska, 40-yard line. NU 40. I set 2 tights. Flanker right is Corey Dixon. Tailback Brown, fullback Lewis. Give to Brown up the middle. He's to the 44, 45, 47-yard line. Picked up 7 on 1st and 10. The lead in this football game. Although they've scored just the pass. Moving left to right. North to south. Double tights again. Flanker right side. Lewis and Brown in the backfield. Frazier looks at 4 down linemen. Gives again to Brown. Brown off tackle left side. May have gotten a yard and a half. A yard to a yard and Nebraska needs. He's got it at the 48. Nebraska needs to get it just shy of the 50-yard right side. The flanker is Corey Dixon. Washington and Armstrong, the tight ends. Lewis and Brown in the backfield on 3rd and 2 from the 48-yard line. Tommy calls the count. Toss sweep right side. It's Brown. Got a block. And then it's going to be tackled on a great defensive play. Lewis out in front. And William Washington out in front. Fight through the play.
This is KFAB Omaha with the news you can depend on.
Nebraska with a set so far, except for that short field touchdown.
Yeah. Brown the tailback. Lewis the fullback. I-pro set. A shift from the tight end. Washington right to left before the snap. Frazier looks at 3 down linemen. Rolls to the right. Wants to throw. He does. William Washington incomplete at the 38-yard line. Played well by Dwayne Davis. Looked like a good play to me.
Well, what the crowd is booing is inside linebacker Ted Johnson.
A little earlier. Washington was open. 2nd and 10 for the Cornhuskers. They're 26 in the spread. Lone setback is Brown. Tommy gives it on a draw play, and Derrick back to the line of scrimmage. Almost lost yardage on the play. He was hit back at the 24.
Indeed, this is very much a defensive struggle. We talked about the scenario before the game.
Switch off Brown. Jones the tailback. Flanker right is Hawkins. Split end left is Dixon. Frazier on 3rd and 10. Drops straight back to throw. As time goes long, the receiver falls down and no flag. Hughes being covered at the 44 15-yard line in Nebraska.
7 tries. Detmer has unpicked off, total 53 yards. Detmer incomplete last 7.
Not getting much done offensively yet. They're ahead, though, 7-0. Over the ball, double tight ends. Flanker left side. And it's a give on a draw play. Brown up the middle to the 40, 44, 44.5-yard line. Derek Brown. Oh, how important are those first downs between the Nebraska 43 and 44. Picks up 6. It's 2nd and 4.
Later, Gary.
Huskers over it. 2nd down and 4. Their own 43.5. Ball a little to the right of the center of the field. Double tight ends. Lewis and Brown in the backfield. In the eye. Frazier looks at that 50 front by Colorado. Option play left side. He's on the keep. He's got an alley. 45, 50, 45. Frazier inside the 40. Nebraska 1st and 10. Nobody on that side of the field. They had the numbers on Colorado, and Nebraska has it on the left side hash mark. They're over the ball with a flanker. Trumaine Bell right side. Lewis and Brown in the eye. Frazier has him down. Takes the snap. He gives to Brown off left side inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. And Nebraska starting to move the line of scrimmage.
So the defensive front, then the reverse. She blasted it open in some key situations.
2nd and 6.5 Nebraska just inside the 35 of CU. 7-0 Huskers. Over the ball, and the double tight end set in the eye. Again, option right side this time. It's Frazier on the keep. 35, 30, 25, and down he goes for the first down. So the Huskers pounded at Colorado in the middle. Now, watch. If Colorado doesn't start to take Tommy, and then we're 1st and 10, 22 CU. I set, Brown offset fullback, Jones the tailback. Flanker left, split end right. Tommy takes it from Scott, drops deep, 9-step drop, looks downfield. He runs with the ball, and he's going to be tackled for a loss on the play, and great job on man-to-man coverage downfield by the running deep. Shannon Clavel made the tackle with Tommy Frazier. 2nd down and 12, Cornhuskers. Colorado getting tough toward their goal line. I set, double tight. Lewis and Brown in the eye. Flanker left side, Bell. Play action fake. Tommy wants to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. So the receiver stopped running his route. Gerald Armstrong incomplete, and now it's 3rd down and 12. And CU toughening up here as the Huskers get closer. 12 yards to go. Huge play. 1:02 to go first quarter. Nebraska 7-0. A shift from a full house backfield to trips left. Brown the lone setback. Tight end right side, Armstrong. Spreading Colorado's defensive out. Brown takes a couple steps back, and it is Frazier on an option play. He turns the corner inside the 20 to the 15-yard line, hit down hard. Let's see if Tommy gets up. Let's hope so. Boy, he was hit hard. They did begin to solve this Colorado defense by pounding it inside and then going outside on them.
13-yard return.
Quarter. Huskers in their ace set. First time we've seen this. 2 flankers, 2 tight ends. Cal Jones, the lone setback from the 47 of CU. Frazier takes the snap. Gives it on a counter play. Jones runs behind a blocker. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 15. He's gone. Touchdown. 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 Terrible pass by Detmer. The Huskers had it. Interception. Nebraska's 11th of the year. His 2nd of the season. Over the ball. Double tight end. Flanker right. Frazier gives to the fullback. Lewis bangs up ahead for short yardage. Tough running in the middle against CU that trip.
Colorado had 5, and the visitors had 53 passing.
Deflate Colorado if they can score on this possession. 14-0. 2nd and 8.5 at the 34.5 of CU. Tommy has him in the full house set. Takes the snap. Option right. He's on the keep. Tosses out to Jones. Jones goes wide inside the 35. Fights his way forward and out of bounds at the 30. Abdul Muhammad. Huge alleys as Colorado has elected to take the pitch man when they 12-18 to go in the first half of play. Nebraska 14-0. Double tight ends. Corey Dixon wide left. They're in the eye. That's Lewis and Jones. And Frazier takes the snap. And he gives it to Calvin Jones. And he's got the 1st and 10 inside the 25. To the 23. To the 22. Calvin for Cal Jones. Deion Figures made the tackle. 1st and 10. Nebraska
Did something.
1st and 10. 22-yard line. CU. Frazier will take the ball from Jimmy Scott. He does. Gives to Cal up the middle inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's the way to do it. It's coming up.
Hey, fans, say thanks for Cornhusker football to State Farm and a team that can't. Here we go, Tim.
Flanker left is Hawkins. Split end right is Dixon. Lewis fullback. Jones tailback. 2nd and 6. 18 of CU. Frazier gives to Jones. Cuts off right side. Got maybe a yard. It'll be another big 3rd down play coming up. Got it from the 18 to make. With what he's done here in the first half against CU, and Hardby It's third down and a long 5 for the Cornhuskers just inside the CU 18-yard line. Double tight ends in the eye. Frazier option left side. He's on the keep. He's inside the 15, the 10. He may go inside the 5. He's going to be run out of bounds, they say. The referee holding against Nebraska. That's very said the hold came at the 3-yard line. 13-yard line. See, it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So it's third and less than 1 at the 13. Double tight ends, full house backfield. Tommy takes the ball. He gives to Derek. He's got the first down to the 10. Derek Brown up the middle, off the left. First,
What's happening with this new block in the back line,
as opposed to the holding sign. Here we go. First and 10. Outside the 10, and Lance Lewis fights his way forward on the little trap play up the middle. Inside the 10 to the 9, 56 to go in the half. Cole, and it's first down for the Cornhuskers, first and 19. Now Nebraska, 19 to go. Nebraska at the 19 of Colorado. In a split back set, flanker right, split end left. Tommy Frazier, the quarterback. He takes the snap, gives it on a draw play, and down inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Offset, but he's offset much more this afternoon than the Huskers. Mike Bedrell in there at a tight end spot, as well as Gerald Armstrong. Flanker to the right is Hawkins. Again, the eye with the fullback offset right side. And Tommy, play action fake, wants to throw, has time. He throws long, and it's going to be incomplete, and a penalty marker. The Huskers will have it first and goal at the 2-yard line.
with the ball probably overthrown, but still not clear. 15-yarder, Ken.
No, it was to the 2. It was in the end zone. The Lions at fullback. It'll be Jones at tailback. It'll be Hawkins at blocking back. 2 tight ends. First and goal, Nebraska. Frazier calls his starting count. He gives it to his tailback, Jones, and did he crack the end zone? Apparently not. He's inside the 1. Second and goal. First down if the infraction occurs more than they can go up by 3 touches here. Frazier, quarterback sneak over the top. Didn't get it. Good defense by the Colorado front line. Ted Johnson goal.
That was a great play by Ted Johnson. A little bit of guesswork there, but still
to go. Inches away from the CU goal line. Full house backfield. Double tight ends. Frazier looks at 11 men at the line of scrimmage. He gives to his tailback, and Jones was hit in the backfield and lost a yard. Somebody came through unblocked.
They've got a fresh defense on the field now, unlike most of the first half when they were back out in that field almost
set. This is the ace with tight ends left and right and flankers left and right, and Jones the lone setback. First down. Frazier, the quarterback, looks at that 50 front by CU, and he takes it back to his tailback on a counter, and Jones can't get to the corner. He's tackled for a loss. Greg Beekert, but except for 3 of them, or for 2 of them, goes to the again in the ace set. 2 tight ends, 2 flankers. Tommy, hands under center, Jimmy Scott, lone setback, Jones. Fake to Jones. Tommy wants to throw. Has all day. It's incomplete. He bounced it in to Tyrone Hughes after very little time to rest.
Frazier is 0 for 6.
Nothing to do with pressure. He had all day to throw that one. And you over it. In the high post set this trip, Lewis, the fullback. Jones is the tailback. Big third down play. Option to the right side. Toss out to Jones. He's in trouble. Jones is going to be tackled for a loss. And Siggy's going to have to punt the ball. Good beat. Listen to the crowd. To go into the dressing room with some more points here. First and 10, 27-yard line. High set, double tights. It's Dixon, flank to the left side. Lewis and Jones in the backfield. The give on a counter to Jones. Jones inside the 25, dives forward to the 22-yard line. And the clock in. They've got it second down and 4 as Coy Detmer at 160 pounds, not strong enough to deal with Travis Hill. High set, 2 tights, flanker left, Trumaine Bell. Snap to Tommy, give to Jones. He cuts out right side and falls forward to the 21, picked up a yard. So it's 3rd and 4 coming up. 1:05.
Story of that play on the turnover was Travis Hill just manhandling a half a dozen folks outside of this building, maybe.
Split end right, Trumaine Bell. Flanker left is Hawkins. Lewis and Jones in the I formation. Lewis gets the ball up the middle. And he breaks it. It's a guard around. It's Will Shields down to the 5-yard line. The fake to the fullback. The center, Jimmy Scott, puts the ball on the... Now to Will Shields, and there he goes. And the Huskers at the 5-yard line on 1st and goal. I set double tight end. Corey Dixon, the flanker, the option play. Frazier fights off a tackle and dives forward to the 3. And I got to tell you guys something.
Is that usually the guard, and usually it's not like it's
going to the left. The fullback is Lewis. The tailback is Jones. 2nd and goal from the 3. Frazier takes the snap, runs an option, hurdles a man, cuts toward the goal line, and is down to the 1-yard line. What great footwork. 5 seconds to go. It's 3rd and goal to go. The ball at the 1-yard line. 10, 9, and you over. Double tight ends. Tommy, this was tailback Jones. He's over the top to the 1-yard line. A penalty marker with 4 seconds left to go, and that'll stop the clock. He got it to the 1. 3 says offsides. Colorado. 5-game unbeaten streak in the conference, dating back to November 12, 19. Jones blocking back in the full house backfield. Double tight ends. And it is Frazier, hands under center, takes the snap, and it's Jones in there. Touchdown! Touchdown, Calvin Jones!
Join Jim Bohannon, Peter Mayer, and our team of reporters across the country right here, Election Night.
Join NBC and KFAB Election Night.
As Jack said, first half, Tommy Frazier 0 for 6. Trips to the right on this first play of the 3rd period. Lone setback is Derek Brown. NU over the ball at the 20. 1st and 10. CU, 4-down lineman. Tommy has the snap. He gives to his tailback, and Derek busts it 25-yard line out to the 27. 7 yards on 5 yards per game. Number 7 all time. Here's Phil Rivers.
Swirl, but other than that, really no problem.
All right, Nebraska. 2nd down, a short 3 at their 27. High set. Flanker left, split end right. Lewis and Brown, and the give is to Brown. Brown hit and broke a tackle and gets it out near the 30-yard line. He'll be a little bit short. He was able to bounce out and pick up a couple of yards. They're just a yard short. He won at the 29-yard line of Nebraska. Opening possession, 3rd period. Snap, and the give to the fullback. He broke it beyond the 41-yard line. Lance Lewis popped one time. And here's Washington in motion, shifting right to left at tight end. Tailback again, still Derek Brown. Tommy Frazier looks at that defensive front by CU. Long starting count. 25-second clock down to 1. Got the snap. Option right. Had a block. And then he's hit hard. Tommy Frazier slipping. And as he slipped, he was second clock down to 1 second.
Fine play by Hudson, the pre-safety.
Station 4 News.
2nd down and 8 from the 42 of Nebraska. I set 2 tight ends. Flanker left is Hawkins. Tommy gives to his tailback Brown up the middle, 45, 46, 7-yard line. Big chunk down to the long 3. This game is playing out shorter. Over the ball. Right side hash. I set, double tight ends, flanker left, Trumaine Bell. Tommy Frazier takes the snap. Runs an option left side. He's on the keep, slipped the tackle, hesitated across the 50, 45. He is hit at the 41-yard line and jumped at the 40. Tommy Frazier hit real hard. And it's a 1st down Cornhuskers. Watch this hit by Figure. Nebraska over the ball on the left side hash. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of CU. Trips to the right side. Brown the tailback. Play action fake. He rolls out. Tom throws on the run. Complete to Hawkins. Hawkins hit as the ball arrives. They picked up a yard. That's the first complete pass at Hawkins and nailed him after a yard picked up.
You know what you have to love about this is the way Tommy,
like the way he handles being hit. He gets right back up. 2nd and 9 yards to go. 41-yard line CU. Toss sweep left side where the ball is Brown. Brown up to the 40, 35-yard line. Picks up 4. It's a little better. Knocking down Derek Brown, who showed us a good burst of speed. 5 minutes gone. Here in the 3rd period of play. Over the ball. Trips to the right side. Snaps to Tommy Frazier. Rolls to the right. He throws on the run. And it's going to be incomplete at the 28-yard line. And no penalty marker.
Week on a free order of standard design checks. To get this unbelievable free checking account, you just have to see it to believe it. So stop by.
They can punch it in here. Here we go, Kent.
Derek Brown at tailback. Lance Lewis fullback. Corey Dixon flank left. Over the ball at the 43, right side hash mark. Tommy takes it back to Derek. Derek cuts back and gets maybe a yard. If that's right up the middle, cut off to the right. Second down. And we'll call it 9 yards to go, depending on... Huskers over it. Second down. 8 yards to go. A shift before the snap from a 3-back look to the A set. 2 tights, 2 flankers, 1 back. Snap to Tommy. Gives to the lone setback Brown. He's hit and dropped for a loss. Somebody plugged through there and came through on block. And Derek Brown could, on the stop, a loss on the play, back to the 42-yard line. Third down.
Just shot through there and nailed Brown.
Huskers in the spread. Dixon, Muhammad to the left, to the right. I believe it's Corey Dixon. No, it's Abdul Muhammad. And they had 24-7. Midway through the third period is the 42 of Colorado. I-pro set is the look. 4-down lineman by CU. Tommy looks at the defense, takes the snap. Counter sweep right side. He wants to throw. He does. Jump pass downfield. Washington incomplete. William Washington slid down as he was trying to catch the ball. Boy, Detmer. Mike Anderson, who just came off arthroscopic knee surgery, did not play against Missouri. Full house backfield. Double tight ends. Tailback is Brown. Fullback is Lewis. Blocking back in there off the left side of those two. And the quarterback, Frazier, has Hawkins in motion, runs an option. He's inside the 25, flips a tackle, falls forward to the 22. He picked up 4. Colorado turnover. I think that's their 4th of the game.
Yeah, the 3 interceptions.
Chad Brown, he was shaken up, but he's back up and going.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie. 2nd and 6, Cornhuskers, 22 of CU, right side hash. The power look, 2 tight ends, 3 backs in the backfield. Option left, Tommy's on the keep, eludes a tackler, sprints to the corner and is tackled on a great tackle by Greg Beekert. And again, what a push mark at the 24-yard line of CU, 3rd down and 7.
Now, what a back put him out there. He'd have been trying for a little relief.
Bell and Dixon and Hawkins trips to the right side. Brown, the lone setback, tight end left. On 3rd and 7 from the 24 of CU, and Frazier on an option play right side. He's on the keep, tosses to Brown. He's inside the 20, the 15. He barrels his way forward to the 10-yard line. Derek Brown. A fumble on the play. There's a fumble. Nebraska's on top of it, and they picked up another puck. They had trips to the right side, and they ran an option out of that. They ran the third quarter ahead 24-7. 2 tights. Full house backfield. Lewis and Brown on the top of the I, and the give is to the fullback, and Lewis is inside the 5. He's cut down at the 3-yard line, and it's second coming down. The lights, through the lights with Oklahoma. It's thrown 3 against Nebraska here, and Huskers over the ball. 2nd and goal at the 3. Ball a little to the right of the center of the field. Double tight ends, and 3 backs in there, and an option play, and it's Frazier off left side, and he's going to be hit and dropped for a loss. He waited for his blocking to develop the field to the left side. And now the Huskers are looking at 3rd and 5, 3rd and goal. Here's Kent. Double tight, Armstrong left, Washington right, full house backfield. That's Lewis and Brown, and he's in motion to the left side before the snap. And it is Frazier on the keep, run pass option, goes it in there for the touchdown. Harold Armstrong, touchdown.
Outside linebacker came off the field. He's okay. He might have gotten kicked in the right leg. Jerry Weber, associate trainer, looked at it. Then
ball, Lewis and Brown and Hawkins in the eye bone. 2 tights, flanker right, and the QB Frazier. He gives to his fullback, and that's Lewis. And Lewis pops off tackle right side. On the coming up for the Cornhuskers with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third period. Come to an end tonight unless the game comes to somebody calls the game early. Take an unnatural force for something to happen otherwise. Huskers on 2nd down on the toss sweep, and it's Brown to the 45-yard line, and he's going to be about 2 short. I don't believe it now. Don't say that. Nice one. Minute 30 to go. Usual. Bell and Hawkins, the wideouts, and a quick snap, and the give again is to the fullback, and it's Lewis fighting his way forward for the first down and 3 yards more. He needed the 47 along the far sideline for the 1st and 10. Minute 4 left, third quarter, 31. Smart, double tight ends. Dixon flanks off left side. Lewis, the fullback, he's been pounding Colorado inside. Snap to Frazier, and the give to the tailback, and that's Brown to the 45. He's to the 40-yard line. Derek Brown. Go in the third quarter of play. How sweet it is.
These are some of the greatest gestures I've ever seen, Vic.
How'd you like to play catch-up with a passing offense? They're going to have to do it. Colorado, as we have 10 seconds left to go. 2nd and 1, third quarter from the 40-yard line of CU. 5 seconds to go. The snap and the give to Brown, and Brown's got the first inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. He needed 2, and he got a bunch more.
You want people who can move all your belongings on time and damage-free.
Ball at the 35 of CU. First First and 10. 15 minutes to go, and CU turns into a pumpkin. Here's the snap and the gift. Lewis, 30, 25. He's gone, folks. Touchdown. Lance Lewis, 6 more on the board. Touchdown. Colorado.
Third quarter stats. Colorado rushing -9 yards. 281. Colorado 110.
They had 119 in the first half passing, I think, Jack. Trips right, one back is Jones. First and 10. Cornhusker 40. Frazier's gone all the way. Takes the snap from Jimmy Scott. Gives to Calvin. Calvin broke a tackle out to the 43. Started up the middle. Cut it off to the right side. He made the tackle.
Well, there'll be some reevaluating, of course, going on. And
the 43.5-yard line. Andre McDuffie is in there. Cal Jones behind him at tailback. They're in the double tight end set with a flanker to the left side, and Frazier takes the snap, option left. He's on the keep. He's got an alley, 50, and falls down near the 50-yard line. Across the 45, lost his left to go in this game.
Yeah, somebody got a shoestring. Let's check how things are on the Colorado bench.
And Diet started punching one of the other players, pulling their jackets out. More may be brewing.
Wow.
Maybe they better concentrate on Nebraska. What do you think? 3rd and 1, give to Jones from Frazier. He's got the first down across the 50, short of the 49-yard line of Colorado. Are you telling me he's fighting with
Outs a whole lot compared to some years, but there's still been a little bit of an attitude.
The left side hash, trips to the right side. Jones, the lone setback. Frazier, the QB. Long starting count, takes the snap, and he gives it a play action fake, and he goes long. He's got Dixon. It's complete inside the 15, the 10, the 5. He's down to the 1-yard line. Holy cow! Play action. Pedal up and come up over it. Andre McDuffie, the fullback. Tailback is Jones. Huskers first and goal at the 1, leading 38-7. 11.5 minutes to go. Frazier takes the snap, turns, throws the ball in the end zone. Touchdown! William Washington. They work them. Let's get back to it in just a second.
In the Cornhusker State. State Farm is there helping Nebraska.
At the 37, first and 10, their own 37. Hands under center. Snap to Mike. And Mike gives to his tailback, and he's up to the 39-yard line for a 2-yard gain. That's Cal Mike, the senior from Tampa, Florida. In there for true freshman
players really feeling it that they've acquitted themselves after a lot of abuse.
Second down and 8. Cornhuskers there, 39-yard line, left side hash, and the give to the fullback McDuffie inside the 45, across the 45 to the 49-yard line for a first down. Andre McDuffie's
soybean farmers, soybeans, the little things in life. And Northwest Bank,
10 minutes to go, 5 minutes gone, fourth frame. In the full house backfield with Trumaine Bell flanked out right side. Here is Grant to pass the ball off the right side, incomplete. Incomplete intended for Trumaine Bell. Down in 10. I just spilled Coke over Al Makowitz. Sorry, Al. Be sure to drive carefully on your way home tonight. The kids are out trick-or-treating, and it's raining, and it poses all kinds of dangers, so be careful. Nobody's leaving here. They're enjoying every second of this one. Just like dessert. Toss sweep left side, Jones. Across the 50, 45, inside the 40, and out of bounds in front of the Nebraska bench for another first down. Zizda. Well, I know you said early on, this is bigger than I thought. From the 37, first and 10, they keep it on the ground. It is Jones off right tackle from the 47 to the 40, or from the 37 to the 35.
Frazier. 4 for 12 passing, 55 yards.
For the ball, second down and 7 from the 35 of CU. Split out wide right is Trumaine Bell. They give to McDuffie, and he breaks it up the middle to near the 30-yard line. Boy, he's tough to bring down. He's inside the 30. They're going to call him third down and 3 coming up.
Geske and Zadiska, the tackles.
Sounds like a law firm. Here we go, 3rd and 3 from the 30. Huskers over to the I. Toss sweep right side, Cal Jones inside the 30. And off tackle to around the 28-yard line. May be a little bit short. We'll see.
On the board is the most since Notre Dame beat Colorado 55-14, 3:52.
8:12 to go in the game. 4th and 1, Nebraska. This inside the 30-yard line. Mike Grant gives to McDuffie. He's got the first inside the 25 and backs his way down to the 20-yard line. Remember when Eric Bieniemy was in here over the ball at the 20-yard line? Huskers with 2 tight ends. Flanker left is Hughes, fullback. Off the left side, it's Grant on the keep, and he gets down to around the 15-yard line. The fullback in there was Andre McDuffie, and on the odd
is 15 yards right at this stage of the game. That's the 6th boisterous scene, I can promise you that.
Ball's at the 16 of Colorado. Second down and 6. And Hawkins in motion, right to left, out of the backfield. Toss sweep to Jones, behind the block of McDuffie. He's inside the 15 to around the 13-yard line. NU needs to get it right down to around the 10-yard line for the 1st and 10. The 11th best defense in the country, statistically, Mark. Over the ball. Double tight ends. And Schlesinger is in there at fullback now. Corey Schlesinger. And the give is to Jones up the middle, around the 10, right where he had to get it, Jerry. Let's see.
I don't know, but there has been a lot of push teams. Colorado obviously very frustrated, and they're at the let's get this
Lights again. Flanker to the right is Hughes. Tailback is Jones. Fullback is Schlesinger. Grant takes the snap, and he gets to his fullback, and it's Schlesinger in there for the touchdown. Corey Schlesinger. 200. It's Nebraska. 3 interceptions thrown by Cordell Stewart. A lost fumble by Stewart and a lost fumble, or by Detmer, rather. In there at quarterback for the Cornhuskers now is Tony Veland. Tony Veland, the freshman, redshirt freshman out of Benson, fumbles the ball. Coming out from underneath center. Center quarterback exchange problem. Tony clock runs with 3:40 left to go. Terry on the Nebraska sideline.
Ken came back every time.
NU over the ball from their 31. Second down and 11 yards to go. Please don't throw oranges. Oranges coming out onto the football field as Veland sprints out right side. Is going to be tackled from behind, and let's don't hurt his shoulder there. He just came off a broken collarbone, lost yardage, and the forearm a little bit. I imagine Tom would like to see that a little closer to home. Think these 5 CICs. At ICI, just as good isn't good enough. McDuffie is the tailback, Schlesinger the fullback, and an option play left side. Veland takes a hit and a hard one at about the 25-yard line. Could not get it back to the line of scrimmage. With 3 fumble recoveries, 3 interceptions by Nebraska. Bill McCartney's team has fumbled 16 times and lost it. McAvica in there at tailback now. Schlesinger still at fullback. Double tight ends, flanker left. The give is to McAvica. He's hit behind the line and lost yardage. Back to the 35. The line of scrimmage had been the 33.5. Horde of Cornhusker players into the ball game. After the Missouri. Oh, yeah. You bet. It's been a brilliant performance by Nebraska. As Tony Veland is back in there at quarterback once again on 2nd and 11 from the 35 of CU. Option play left side. Veland on the keep. Dumps at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 coming up. The Veland is certainly testing that collar. One's all over. 50 seconds to go now. Nebraska with a couple of more plays from scrimmage here. Just one to enjoy with a tremendous amount of satisfaction. That's an understatement, Coach. Here's the snap. And Brooke Behringer's in there at quarterback. He is on the option. He is hit down off the left side after picking up 2, and there's a penalty marker with 33 seconds to go in the game. Greg comes over and says it is a chop block, illegal block, by Nebraska. 5:30 Central Time. I don't think there's any way to stop this. Colorado, it's not worth tearing the goalpost down in this game. But it may happen. I think it may. I set Cornhuskers 49-yard line. And again, there's the McDuffie, and he dances around inside, gets it to the 45-yard line. That'll be the last play of the game, and here, the November 12, 1987.